Howdy gang, and welcome back to Pool School. In today's very short episode, I am going to answer a question I seem to be getting quite a bit, and that is, what type of pool brush do I use? So I'm going to show you. Alrighty, once again, before we get started, I want to thank you for watching. I want to remind you to like this video if you do, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, and please share this channel with everyone you know who owns a pool. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a very short video, but I have had a lot of questions. I did a video on brushes and the different types, the standard nylon bristle, which is for most pools and especially vinyl pools or painted pools. And then there's also the combo brush, which is part metal, part nylon, which is the kind that I use. It shouldn't be used on vinyl pools or painted pools or pools with like old plaster or something like that, anything that you might not want to hurt the finish. And then the third type is the metal bristle brush, which I do not recommend for most any application unless you're really trying to scrub the heck out of something, because they are very abrasive. So as I said, I use a combo brush, and I'm going to answer the question on what type of brush I use. So here it is. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the brush that I use. It's been my go-to brush. It is made by a company called A&B, and it says right there, A&B Wall Brush. The company is called A&B Manufacturing Corporation, all right? And they're made in the USA. I like these. It has tapered ends, which I like, and this is an 18-inch model. They have it in a bigger one, but I don't think I need any bigger. I found when I use the wider ones, it's a pain. These are pretty durable. They do the job really well, and these last quite a long time. So that's the type of brush that I use. And you can find these online. I'm gonna do a search and put a couple links to some searches on them, but sometimes those links expire. And know this, I don't make any money on any of these. So the links that I send you to, I have no vested interest in getting any kickback from these at all. So you can do your own search for, again, an A&B combo wall brush, 18-inch. This is an 18-inch combo brush. So that's pretty much it. One other thing I'd like to point out, sometimes people go, so how long do those last and what happens if it starts to wear out? It takes a long time for those to wear out, especially if you treat them with decent care. I mean, keep them out of direct sunlight. Don't leave them sitting in your pool. But if you keep them out of direct sunlight in a ventilated place, they should last you. Most of my pool brushes last me at least 3 years, and that's servicing a lot of pools, and mine sit in the back of my truck, and so in the Arizona sun, so that can really take their toll on them, but they seem to still manage to hold up really well. So keep that in mind. So lastly, how do I care for my brush? I really don't do a whole lot to it, but there are some things that I do. For instance, the little clips right here, you can get replacement ones of those. So if these ever wear out or break, you can replace this really easy. You can get a packet of these. So don't throw your brush out just because that happens. Sometimes one of these screws, I've never had it happen, but one of those screws sometimes will come loose and you can just tighten that back up. I've never really had to do that, so you should be okay. And then lastly, people ask me about poles. Well, what about when your pole wears out? So I'm gonna do a video actually on extending the life of your pole, because so many people buy a pole and they're not cheap if you get a good one. And I'll do one on the type of pole I like to use. But a lot of people, when their pole starts to wear out, especially the little holes that these things go into start to wear out, they go, oh, I need a new pole. Not true. And I'm going to do a video on how to extend the life of your pole. So stay tuned for when I put that one out. You're going to want to subscribe so you can see that one. So that's pretty much it. That's the brush that I use. That's the manufacturer that makes it. I've been using that for, my goodness, almost the whole time I've been doing pools. I really do like it. Hope it makes sense. If you have any comments or questions, you feel free to comment in the comment section below this video, or if you'd like, you can email me directly. My email address will come across the bottom of the screen as always. It's kennypoolschool@gmail.com. Once again, kennypoolschool@gmail.com. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera. I just kind of shook it. I hope it all makes sense. Please again, remember to like, subscribe, and share my channel. And above all else, with pool season, owning a pool, remember to have fun, be safe, and always, always, always watch those kids and elderly people and your pets around water. And I'll see you next time.